This reading is for Tirrah. Tirrah wants to know about her path ahead regarding moving to a new house that's closer to her husband's work. This decision to move is a logical one, practical one. However, she's considering that it may be tough on her 20-year-old daughter. Will this move actually take place next year? Is this a good idea? What is the guidance? What is the advice for Tirrah, her husband, and her daughter? Will there be a difficult adjustment? Is this going to be something that is recommended for her? What's coming up here? Do we see any challenges? What do we see for Tirrah and her family regarding the move? What does Tirrah need to hear right now? What does Tirrah need to hear right now? Okay, so Tirrah, I'm going to choose the card that represents you and the card that represents real estate. Okay, so I'm just going to turn on my light here so that we have a little more visibility on what's going on down here. Perfect. All right, and let's choose the card that represents house, home, family. Okay, real estate, anything to do with that. Now, we will likely see some traveling cards come up. We'll see what comes up, all right? Tirrah. What do we have for Tirrah? What is the guiding advice, the energy regarding the situational move? Tirrah is considering that it is closer to her husband's work, which makes sense logically. However, she's considering what this might mean for her daughter, what dynamic that might put her in. Will this move actually take place? What is the guiding advice? What's coming up for Tirrah? All right, let's take a look here. What does Tirrah need to hear right now? Okay, so I do see that you are absolutely considering all the ifs, ands, or buts here. With this house card, there is something hidden coming in here along this path. Okay, so it tells me that there could be a little drama that unfolds. Something that you can't really see yet. And of course, because this is, it is a pretty big change, there are going to be things that you don't expect, okay? I want to see if these changes that come in, these little hidden, maybe little bumps in the road, or, oh shoot, I didn't realize that we moved to this house and, maybe the air conditioning doesn't work or something, there's something to do with the house or maybe the location that I should have read the fine print or something like that. Do I feel right now that this is something major? I'm not feeling it's major. I'm going to keep pulling to see what we have. It is showing me, though, that there is things to consider on this new pathway ahead. Okay, and right now, the heart of the situation, as you are here asking the question, what do I do? What's the best judgment call, right? That's exactly what's coming up in the middle, and this is where we're at right now. You're asking the question. I don't know what to do. I don't want to make the wrong choice. Why the judge comes in. There's a little bit of risk, okay? With the sudden wealth, it does show, right? And this has to do with money. Of course, your husband's work is involved, but there is an element of risk to it, okay? Now, and this is also about chance. You're taking a chance to leave and to disrupt a little bit of that routine that you're so used to, right? It's thinking about taking the chance, right? And if I take that chance, I take that risk, will I regret my decision, right? So these are all things that you are, it's coming up in the realm of thinking. This is things that you're really considering, taking the risk, and will it pay off? Now, around the house situation, there may be something to reconsider or to look carefully at. It's not to say that I'm getting a no. To me, like, if you're asking, should I move or should I not move? Likely I would see a coffin here, and this would tell me it's not a good idea to do that, or you might want to reconsider the home that you're moving to. Really take a look at the surrounding area, or the land, the foundation, that there could be something there. Like, I didn't realize this house came with all these issues, or something like that, right? So we want to see, what is this hidden a little hidden obstacle that comes in around the path. Okay, right now it's not coming in as something super severe, but I do want to pull some more cards to see around it. And sometimes this comes in with the drama. So this could be, okay, your daughter putting up a little bit of a fight, okay, and saying, I didn't want to move here. And so that could be the drama that comes with this. But again, I'm going to keep going to see what this is here, okay? There might be a little bit of all of that. Let's see here. What do we have? What do we have for Tirrah? What do we have for Tirrah? The situation with real estate in her home. What does Tirrah need to hear right now? What does Tirrah need to hear right now? What is this guiding advice? Okay. Okay. So interesting next line. This is the commitment. So you thinking about the contract or the commitment and signing on the dotted line. It is a big deal, is what it's showing me here. Your path ahead. Now we do see you're using your instincts, your logic. However, you see how this bear, it is, it's a big emotion that comes here. So I do feel there may be something that your daughter gets upset about. There's a frustration on your pathway here. See this? It's, I didn't want to do this, and I didn't want to come here. And so it could be somebody throws a little bit of a temper tantrum or loses their patience with something. Okay. Now the mountain also does show a bit of challenges and obstacles here. Okay. Something that you can't see yet. That could come to surface. So what it is saying is to just carefully consider, okay, like the physical aspects of the home. And you don't want to, go back and say, shoot, I should have done my due diligence here, or I shouldn't have just signed so quickly this contract. The thoughts here, Lily's, is patience. Be patient with this idea. Again, I'm not getting a coffin coming in, which would say this is not a good thing to do. It's just saying careful consideration of where you are when you are signing. There's a lot, don't just rush into the first house, even though it may look amazing on paper. Really take your time with it is kind of what I'm getting, to dissect everything to make sure, you run into the least amount of problems. The cross is destiny, so it is about taking that risk and it paying off, taking a chance on things. And even though there could be some burdens here with the cross that comes up, I'm still feeling like, again, this is your pathway. This is the road ahead, that it's something that you're okay on taking this on. Okay, although there could be some challenges and some frustrations along the way, some headaches. Again, that may just be all the stress of the move as well that comes in. Let's see what else we have coming in. Okay, interestingly enough too, we do have 8 that's coming in, 8 there. We have 8 here as well. That may be significant, whether it's like 8 months from now, 8 weeks from now. It could be the 8th of a month. Sometimes this could even be house number 8, something like that. So careful consideration around The number 8 is also coming up. So again, sometimes this comes in with 8 weeks, 8 months. If this is next year, could be next August for the move, something like that, to that degree. So just keep that in mind, because when I do have multiple numbers coming up, that does often mean something. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit deeper as well. We're going to see what comes up here. Give me one moment. I'm just going to pull out my other deck here. Okay, let's see what we have. All right, let's take a look here. What do we have coming up? Does Tirrah need to hear right now? What's coming up on this move? What is the guiding advice? What does she need to know? Communication. Okay, again, the obstacle. Look at this. The commitment is coming up twice. Signing on the dotted line, right? So this is something that's telling me like it's likely you will be signing a contract, but it is about going over the fine print. I'm getting this very, very strong solution. The key is what you want to see, and the key also opens the door to a new house. Okay, and it's see how it says solution. Okay, so although there may be frustrations, and maybe your daughter may not love the fact that she's moving, the key is what you want to see. It acts as a remedy to all your problems. It's the solution. It's the progress forward, and quite literally the key to the new house. Okay, that comes up on what? Your pathway ahead. As you can see, the key is in alignment with the house up here as well. Okay, yeah, so the communication. So what I do like to see, not that it's the greatest, but when we talked about the false person, and this is something hidden, okay, something hidden on your path, a hidden obstacle or a hidden challenge. What comes in on top of it to further clarify what this is, it talks about the communication, the news. So this may be breaking the news to your daughter, or, oh, your room's going to be a bit smaller, or, the water heater isn't as good as our old house. So, you can only take 5-minute showers now instead of 10-minute showers, whatever, something to that. So there is a frustration that it's like breaking the news that not everybody will be happy. And maybe this even comes in for you. It's not really, underneath, although you're happy that it would be, it's better for your husband, you might be also hiding the communication from your husband, that I'm not really happy about this. Deep down, I'm sort of hiding it. I really do want to stay here. So, this is sort of the best case scenario here, when we see that the obstacle and the challenge is just the delivery of the news, or receiving the news, telling people. So whether that's you, your daughter, I am moving, I'm going through a stressful time, and, deep down, I don't really want to. So that more comes back as, yes, it's going to be frustrating. There is some sense of frustration, and there may be some high degree of stress around the actual move when you do move. But the fact that I'm seeing that you can handle it. We have 2 cards of commitment literally coming in right underneath you here in the heart of the matter. It is saying that I'm seeing this ring is a contract or a commitment. And it says this usually happens within a year. Okay. And as you said, will this happen by next year? Yeah, I'm seeing, within a year. Okay. And it would be a good thing, but yes, it is a transition. Okay. And there will be some stress, but I think, Tirrah, you're expecting that, right? There's a degree of, well, I kind of know what I'm getting myself into. I got to get myself a little prepared for that, but I am seeing it as a good thing. Okay. And I love to see that we got the key here. Okay. All right. So here, a message, a visitor, career or money news, right? Social invite or event. So again, this kind of rings true about your husband, and it's like talking about things to do around his career, right? And money, and there's an offer here. So either getting an offer on your house, or somebody you making an offer for a house. Okay, it's the diamonds is also money, and look, the 8 again. Okay, so yeah, there is something really interesting about this 8 that keeps coming back here, and even here we have another 8, and that has to do with, again, communication. So it could be like putting an offer in, paying attention very closely to the offers that come in. Okay, that it may be that don't go for the first one, or don't accept the first one. You know, when you're selling the house, it's like, well, we're running out of time, or maybe, you know, this is the only offer we're going to get. It could be hold out type of energy. Again, 8s are coming up as very, very significant right now, as we can see. Okay, so the Ace of Hearts, this does talk about a new emotional investment that you're taking. Now, there's a little bit of a need to be cautious, right? Cleverness is needed. So again, not jumping into anything too quickly. Okay. And the 5 of Hearts, this is, again, emotional meeting. So this is also like house hunting, going to see open houses, or even you hosting open houses, a turning point in a relationship, even with your husband. You know, it's that I'm doing this for you because I love you, and I know it's going to be better for your work. So I do see you, you know, opening up your heart center and saying, well, of course I'll do it. I love you. I'm your wife, you know, and I'm going to support you. Even though, I mean, look at the fan. See this? She has the fan here. She's hiding how she feels. I really don't want to move, though. I know this is good for you, but gosh darn it. Is it, you know, I'm going to miss my garden. I'm going to miss, you know, taking a walk in the neighborhood and whatever it is. So yeah, I do see that coming up. Let's see what else here. Okay. And the 9. So hard work starts to pay off. Anticipation of a result or outcome. So yeah, that comes, right? So right now there's a lot of stress here, just sort of waiting. Okay, but it's preparation before major development. So it's preparing yourself. Okay, dotting your I's, crossing your T's. Yes, there will be some stress, is what I'm seeing. Your daughter may not love it. You may have to have some difficult conversations. There's going to be some maybe hidden feelings from your daughter. I don't really want to move. I really like what it is here. But I do feel ultimately it's going to be a good thing. And your husband's really, really going to have a lot less stress. I think the commute is probably something that, does weigh on him a lot. In terms of a stress level, having to drive further, commute further. Okay, so Tirrah, that's what I'm seeing for you right now. And yeah, 8's very significant, but the solution with that key coming in, you can handle it, and it's meant for you on your path is what it's showing me. Okay, the key to the door, opening up that to that new house. Okay, thanks so much.